Welcome to the Year 1 registration information session. We appreciate you taking some time this evening to join us. Before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marie Reid, and I am one of the engineering advisors from the UBC Okanagan campus. My pronouns are she, her. I graduated with a mechanical engineering degree from the UBC Okanagan campus in 2013. And after graduation, I worked at USNR designing sawmill and planer mill equipment before returning to the UBC Okanagan campus to complete a Master's of Applied Science. It was during my master's that I became involved in engineering outreach, which led to the position I am in today. Joining me tonight are Tamara Weniger and Kyle Watson. I will now pass it over to Tamara and Kyle to introduce themselves.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining. Happy to have you on our webinar today. Like Marie said, my name is Tamara and I'm an academic advisor within the School of Engineering. I'm actually going on maternity leave in about a month, and so I wanted to introduce myself here and say hopefully see you next year. And as I leave, Kyle is replacing me, and so that's why he's here today too. So I'm going to pass it over to Kyle to introduce himself.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the Year 1 registration session. My name is Kyle Watson. Really excited to be here with you all. As Tamara mentioned, I'm new to the SOE advising team, and I'm excited to be part of the team and getting to know each of you throughout the year. If anyone wants an inside scoop on the best single track in the Okanagan Valley, happy to fill you all in. But I'll kick it back over to Marie. Enjoy the session.
Thanks, Tamara and Kyle. So I'd also like to let everyone know that this session will be recorded. If you have any questions or concerns, please message us directly in the chat. So before we begin our session, I would like to acknowledge that UBC Okanagan is situated in the territory of the Syilx Okanagan Nation and their peoples. I would also like to acknowledge that you are joining us today from many places near and far, and acknowledge the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. In this session, we will be covering several different topics related to first year registration, including registration steps, resources, IB, AP, A-level credits, and transfer credits. I will be referencing various links throughout the presentation, and these links will be provided in the chat and emailed to you after the presentation. After the presentation, we will also have some time for Q&A. To facilitate the discussion, we'll be using the Q&A function. To ask a question, click on the Q&A icon at the bottom of your Zoom window. We'll do our best to answer as many questions as possible during this session. Please feel free to submit your questions throughout the presentation as you think of them. So before we start getting into the registration details, I would like to introduce the Engineering Academic Services team. We are here to provide support such as course registration, campus resources, degree planning, minor and option planning, international exchange opportunities, and much more. There are many ways that a student can contact an engineering academic advisor. At this time, our office offers support via email, virtual drop-in advising, and virtual advising appointments. We recommend that if you have any questions related to registration, to please book an appointment with an advisor early, as appointments fill up quickly during the registration season. So before your registration date, please review the registration, advising sheets, and course planning tabs on the School of Engineering Undergraduate Academic Advising webpage for more information on the registration process and the required first-year courses you'll be registering in. Under the advising sheets, you will find the first year planning guide and the first to third year advising sheet. These documents provide more information about the registration process and the list of first to third year engineering courses in each term. As a first year Bachelor of Applied Science student, you will be registering using a standard timetable or an STT. An STT is a preset timetable that includes all of your first year required courses. Simply register for an Engineering Year 1 STT and a full timetable will be generated. There is no need for you to register in courses individually. The slide shown here shows all the first year courses that are included in the Engineering Year 1 STTs. The School of Engineering recommends students consider a reduced course load while transitioning to university coursework. A 5-year degree plan has been developed to reduce engineering students' course load to 5 courses per term. Students may enroll in summer courses after their first year to return to a 4-year degree plan if desired. Students interested in the 5-year degree plan should register in an Engineering Year 1 STT and then drop the following 2 courses, APSI 176 and APSI 177. Please refer to the 5-year degree plan advising sheets under the advising sheets tab on our webpage to review the recommended 5-year degree plans for each specialization. So next we will move on to the registration steps part of this presentation. So the first step is to log into your Student Service Center. The login can be accessed from the UBC Okanagan Student Services page by clicking on the Login tab, then clicking on Student Service Center. Once you have signed into your Student Service Center, you can click on Course Schedule on the front page, or you can go to the Registration tab on the top bar and click Course Schedule. I also would like to note that there are help links located on the front page. So next, you want to ensure that your campus and session are selected correctly. Please select UBC Okanagan for the campus and 2021 winter for the session. You can also create a work list from this page. A work list is a way to view and save courses that you would like to register in to make it easier on your registration day. So to create a work list, you just click on the new work list button, and this will bring you to the page that's shown on the screen. And on this page, you can create a new work list name and then click the Create New Work List button. So now you'll want to view the courses that you can register in. So as stated earlier, first-year engineering students register in a standard timetable. To view the available standard timetables, go to the Browse tab on the top bar and select Standard Timetables. Next, you want to select the BASC button for Bachelor of Applied Science. And then after that, you want to select the Standard Timetables Year 1. So now you're able to view all the different Bachelor of Applied Science standard timetables for the UBC Okanagan campus. If you hover over the STT description, a quick view will show up in the right-hand corner, like what is shown on this screen. If you would like to view the standard timetable in more detail, click on the STT description that you would like to view, for example, APSI 01 Engineering Year 1. So once you pick one of the standard timetables that you like to view, you're brought to a screen like this. And if you would like to save this STT to your work list, you can click the Save to Work List button. We recommend that you save multiple work lists, as some of the STTs may already be full by your registration date and time. So on the same screen, you can view more detailed information about each course within the standard timetable. There are 2 items that I would like to point out today that are shown on the screen. The first one is the mode of delivery. All courses will be delivered in person in fall 2021. The second item is the section comments. Make sure that you read all the section comments related to your lectures, labs, and tutorials. These comments will include specific details related to the course component. For instance, the one that's shown on the screen here provides information regarding when the lab occurs. So after you've created your work list, if you want to see it as a timetable format, you can do this by going to the Registration tab and clicking on Timetable. So when you're ready to register for courses from your work list, click on the work list you created on the right-hand side of the screen. This will take you to the work list that you created and display all the courses in the STT that were added. On your registration day and time, you can register for all these courses in your work list by clicking Register All. Please remember that when you create your work list, this does not register you in your course. You still need to actually click Register All on your registration date and time. Lastly, there is a Help tab, and this tab provides links for quick help and course planning for both campuses. So next, we wanted to provide some information related to transfer credits. So if you have IB, AP, or A-level credits, these credits will first be reviewed by admissions and will be added to your SCC if they successfully transfer. Please refer to the website listed on the slide for more information about which courses receive credit from UBC admissions. If you have received UBC credits, please submit a transfer credit application form for these credits to be reviewed by the School of Engineering. Please refer to the form for the submission deadline information. Please do not drop courses from your SCT until you have received confirmation from the School of Engineering that you have received transfer credit. The School of Engineering currently only accepts IB, AP, and A-level credit for APSI 172, APSI 173, APSI 176, APSI 183, and the Humanities elective. However, it is recommended that students take APSI 173 at UBCO. If you have transfer credits from another institution, admissions will assess and assign your previous studies as either specific or general credit. Specific credit equals an exact course at UBC, and general credit is when the course does not perfectly overlap, but may still be usable for a specific engineering course or elective. Please see the UBC website for full details. For any courses you receive general credit, you can then apply for specific course credit for your Bachelor of Applied Science through the transfer credit application form. Please note you will have to provide the course syllabi and unofficial transcripts. To check your transfer credits, log into your Student Service Center and go to Grades/Records and then Transfer Credits, and select UBC Okanagan from the drop-down menu. A student's personal information and records are protected by the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. If you would like someone else to be able to access or request information related to your admissions, student housing, medical information, academic records, finances, and documents on your behalf, please give them third-party authorization on your Student Service Center under Personal Information. If someone other than yourself is inquiring about this information and they do not have third-party authorization, we will not be able to provide them with any information until third-party authorization is added. Registration for first-year students opens the week of July 5th. Students will receive their registration date and time on their Student Service Center approximately 2 weeks before their registration date. We recommend that you set a reminder in your calendar for your registration date and time to ensure you register as close to this date as possible. It is recommended that students create multiple work lists, as some STTs may fill up before your assigned registration date and time. We are also offering virtual registration drop-in advising the week before and the week of first-year registration. The sessions will take place on Zoom. When students join the session, they will be placed in a waiting room and will meet with an advisor in the order that they join the drop-in session. All first-year students will receive an email with the Zoom link and the session dates and times by the end of June. There are many registration resources available to assist you. Please refer to the resources listed on this slide for more information. These resources will also be sent via email to all first-year engineering students after this session, and they also are being copy and pasted into the chat if you would like to open them at your convenience. So now I would like to provide some information about upcoming opportunities. Join the UBCO Engineering Incoming Class of 2021 Facebook group to meet fellow incoming first-year engineering students, as well as receive information about advising, upcoming events, engineering clubs, volunteer opportunities, and more. There are many exciting opportunities that are also happening throughout the summer. The first-year engagement program is offered in conjunction with the Peer Mentors program and will start in July. All first-year students are auto-enrolled in the Peer Mentor program. If you have not had a chance to select your peer mentor yet or check out the Canvas page, I highly recommend you check it out, as the mentors are a great resource for information and questions throughout the summer. Academic Essentials and the Summer Transition to Engineering program will be offered in July and August. Check out the web pages to learn more about the program content and how these programs can assist with transitioning into university and our engineering program. Lastly, the Jumpstart and Create orientations take place at the end of August and beginning of September before your classes start. To learn more about these orientations, check out the website listed on this slide. I'm sure many of you also have questions regarding return to campus. Please refer to the following web pages that are shown on this slide for the most up-to-date information related to the UBC Okanagan response, student housing, and international programs and services. So now we have some time for Q&A. You can ask a question by clicking on the Q&A icon at the bottom of your Zoom window. I'm sure we'll have many great questions, and I can see that a few have already been submitted. So we'll do our best to get through as many of them as we can. We'll start answering the questions that are in there, but please feel free to keep submitting questions.